Here's my first talking point. Tactical and mental breakdown despite the man advantage. You would thought, and again, many teams, when they have a man advantage, it goes one of two ways. They either don't improve in the game and it's like nothing happened, or they just dominate and obliterate their opponent. We unfortunately saw the former. It seemed like Schalke, knowing that they went up a man, there was some urgency in trying to score a goal. So much so that we ended up losing our structure tactically. Our simple game plan went out the window. We were kind of like forced complicated situations instead of working on what was worked for us in the past. We were looking for like quick passing plays, and like that's not us at all. A couple times Keenan Karaman would try to do his own thing and try to be like Lionel Messi and try to go through people. But for the most part, we were playing not Schalke football, and it showed, and it looked really bad and couldn't do nothing offensively other than a couple opportunities. And a lot of that blame is going to go to the coach, right? And he kind of even admitted it post-match, and right, he's saying like, we didn't have a clear, effective plan for playing against 10 men. We lacked creativity, no game-winning ideas, and that's what a lot of people are talking about. And it has this question of other things, which we'll get to, but in these situations, first of all, you got to prepare for being all situations, including being up a man or down a man. But you looked at the possession, it seemed like when Münster went down a man, they had still had better the possession. Am I wrong? Am I remembering this wrong? Münster looked like they still had a lot of possession, still creating a lot of chances in our end. It's like we threw ourselves up from our game plan offensively, which threw us off defensively. Yes, we were still strong, did not break. But attacking wise, it was like, what are we doing? We had no ideas. No ideas. It says many fouls, again 20, 7 to 5 yellow cards in the game against 10. 3 yellow cards when playing against 3. We foul, gets tricky, still get away with it. Also, so many attempts. Yeah, 68 possession when we're playing 11 versus 11. Yeah, and 11 versus 10, I felt like it got a little bit closer, obviously, because we were going to get more possession, but it felt like Münster were still more dangerous of the two teams when they had 10 men and we had 11. Not good at all. And that goes back to Jack and I have talked about numerous times, is that the lack of creativity is eventually going to catch up to us, right? Remember we had a similar situation with Tedesco back in the day, and same thing defensively. We were strong, and we saw the rest of the season out. Ended up in second place in that year behind Bayern, but the next year it was evident our luck had run out. We can't just live and die by the set pieces and hoping to win defensively 1-0 every game. Yeah, we can do it for so long, but at some point you need to score some goals. And when you play these teams a second time, or with Darmstadt case, a third time, they're going to remember what went well and what didn't work well and try to exploit you in weak areas. Darmstadt's already got a taste of that. I guarantee you when we play some of these top teams in the second half, Paderborn we're going to see in a second, but Elversberg, Darmstadt, Hanover, Kaiserslautern, even hurt them. They're going to have a different look to them offensively, and they're going to make it difficult for us. Now, we are a good team defensively. Loris Karius is playing out of his mind. He was arguably the man of the match. He was hands down man of the match. But tactically and mentally, it seemed like we were missing something. Maybe it was a trap game. Who knows? Though I saw a crazy statistic where when Vitaly Becker and Kurchak play on the left-hand side and we give up 2 goals, we're undefeated. Somebody have to fact check that, but I saw that online. Didn't bother checking it myself, but it was a pretty interesting statistic if that's true.